Greetings, my Dragonborn, Dragonborn, and Dragon Kid. This is Dragon. I took more Dragon Sage. I think get the memo. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and don't forget to share as usual. Because I know, even though I have my intro for saying, subscribe, but I know most people just watch it all the way through, probably like at least 10 seconds, and just goes off because that's what happened most of the thing. I don't know if it's actually true, but anyways, here it is about at least, and of course, at least at the time of recording, at least as most. As I've said it in my Steam Deck, in my Steam Machine, video, I probably end up showing a screenshot right here. PlayStation, there's been at least a PlayStation Black Friday deals that's included price drops on PS5 consoles. I don't know if this is gonna be at least good enough, bad enough, we'll definitely see, but honestly, it's Black Sale, so it's not quite too surprising. So, let's get into it.
And here we go.
And as always, this article is in the link in the description below, just in case if you want to read it for yourself. So anyways, this is from Polygon. PlayStation, okay, I already read that. Deals on DualSense controllers, PlayStation Portable are coming. And yes, you can fight me with this one because with an Xbox One controller, it feels damn small than coming to a PS5 DualSense. Because this one's a little bit more larger and how much it can wrap. And with the DualSense, it feels pretty good. Even though I do agree with, this should be right here and this analog could be like wrapped there, just like how the Xbox and I think, yeah, even. I'm gonna look at my Switch Turbo. Even the Switch Turbo had done that, but I get it. This is just how Sony has it. But so yes, I can literally say at least comfort of a PS5 controller feels really good. PS5 controller or DualSense is more capable in my hands. When I'm picked up and I do have my Xbox One controller, yeah, it might feel good, but it just feels a little bit too blocky, and I feel like I might get carpal tunnel with it at most. But anyway, sorry, I know, side tangent. Sony Entertainment, I know it says interactive, but just something saying it's Sony Entertainment. Early Black Friday deals kick off on November 21st, which is the 20th, at least this time of recording, and includes some surprising discounts on PlayStation 5 consoles and accessories. Welcome to the future of PS5 owners who haven't jumped in before the price of the console jumped earlier this year. Black Friday shopping season is 100% off multiple models of the PS5. And yes, because guess what? Sony and their wonderful fucking wisdom, just like the Xbox, because the Xbox did, it's monkey see, monkey do, because guess what? They're going to raise up the prices. I don't know how much. I know it says right there, and I'm probably remove my avatar because I usually have it on the corner here. But however, I do try to keep it down. So, but as she's pricing, if my avatar is hiding it, because I like to at least keep it right there, so that way it kind of has this VTuber. So 300, at least 400 and 500, or at least 500 for the Fortnite Flowing Chaos bundle, then PS5 the digital 825 Flowing Chaos bundle, Fortnite Flowing. There you go. It's like 400 to 500. The 1 terabyte is 500 and the 825 is 400, which honestly that shouldn't be there. I don't care what anybody says. That's just really stupid, because if digital should be fine that much, it should be at least 350. Although I can see at least the bundle being at least maybe 450, but with shipping and handling and whatever the case is, that can be up to that one. Although this should be at least 350 at most for right there. But anyways, I know I've been going off of a tangent, but I'm just looking at the prices. I'm like, no, for a 5-year-old console, this should have been at least at the base. And when it comes to Black Friday, it should have been down. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. Coming from PS5, mostly a Sony owner that I used to have a PS1, PS3, PS4, and PS5. 4 consoles that I gave away because most of the time I just was going over to PC, and luckily I gave away my PS5 Slim that was originally the first launch of it to a friend that I know he's probably at least getting a thrill out more than I would. But anyways, excuse me. Includes the standard PS5, PS5 digital, and PS5 Pro, which will be 100% off. There's a pair of Fortnite PS5 bundles, which offer PlayStation exclusive in-game content. 1,000 V-Bucks and decent deal of the console hardware. And of course, I already read this, but no, again, 400 should have been already the base price. Same with 450. with the 1 TB. And you said a digital edition. What about the Slims? What about the Pros? And we'll definitely get into there. And of course, here's this one. I know probably my avatar will be hiding them, but I do try to make sure in the editing. Early Black Friday savings are also extended to accessories of other PS5 hardware, including the following. About the PlayStation VR 2. Just wait for at least the same frame. Trust me, I think you're going to save a little bit more. That's just my opinion. PlayStation Portable remote player. That's really damn garbage. Quite literally, if you don't have, yes, even though you get 20% off from the base price, but if you don't have essentials, this is just another damn thing, guys. Just another damn controller on a tablet at most. It's completely garbage at that point. 20% off of the Elite wireless headset. I have heard this is good. Also, I can hear a lot on, so I have not owned an Elite wireless headset, so you have to be the judge of that. Plus, Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds. Stupid, because I can get a good headset for about $50 and call it a day. Even can get like a Walmart off-brand and call it good. 30% off DualSense Edge wireless controller. Now, however, the DualSense Edge Pro or DualSense Edge wireless controller, I can probably see that as like the Elite. Like I know my friend actually has like the Elite, I guess, DualSense, or like the Xbox One. That's like $200. And yeah, about $200. So I don't see myself getting it because that feels more for a competitive player. Now for casuals, you are your own adult. You can do whatever you want. If you want to go get, spend $200, that's up to you. But I won't. Yes, there's a lot of pros to it, but there is some cons to it because yes, you can map out wherever cases, but if you just want to pick up and play, you're wasting at least maybe $170 with some extra bells and whistles that you probably won't use. 20% off DualSense wireless controllers, which is actually really good. I think that's a really good time, and I do stand with DualSense wireless controller is a little bit better than the Xbox One controllers. So I can say that because at least it feels more comfortable. At least when my fingers wrap around the controller, because I have picked up one, because I originally owned a PS5, it felt good in my hands. It felt not just, it's just the rumbling to, like they show them, but it's also the behind it. And I know this don't sound very giggity, how it feels in my hands. At most. That's why I liked it. And also, I don't feel like my hands are being so cramped. And 20% off accessories. Those are Black Friday deals. Will be accessible through PlayStation Direct where available, as well as partitioning a local retailer, Sony said. On the software side, Sony will be offering unspecified deals on games like Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Lost Souls Aside, Astro Bot, and God of War Ragnarok. Hundreds of PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 digital games will be also sale on during Black Friday through the PlayStation Store, which will save up to 75%. Which I can see that if you're just a console, 75%. Yeah, it's just a one-time year round. You have Steam, you have that at least all year round. Yes, even though, and yes, I can see it go, well, technically the same 5% off works just fine, better than Steam. But then you got New Year's, you got Valentine's Day, you got St. Patrick's, you got 4th of July, or Independence Day, you got back to school, everything. Most of them could go 75 to 80, most of them up to 95% off. So this right here already beats this PlayStation Store at most. Choose. And of course, I don't see the PlayStation 5. So, hey Michael, you forgot about the PlayStation 5 Pro. What about those? Oh yeah, that's right. You probably didn't mention it because you got paid, right? So yeah, there you go for the last one right there. So yeah, this one's gonna be a little short one, but I already gave my own thoughts and opinions about this one. But yeah, and I know probably whenever this video is out, this is probably at least on the Thanksgiving. Hopefully I still hit it at least by then, because right after Thanksgiving, the Black Sale goes over, and then they're going to go do Cyber Week, because that's how it goes. So again, the article will be in the description below. If you're looking into a PS5 and you want to stay on the ecosystem, that's up to you, but in my personal choice, get a Steam Deck. And I said this countless times, get a Steam Deck. That'll be a good option for you to get into. And guess what, if you get the remote play, or however that PlayStation 5 that's been released, that's just nothing but a controller that's slapped onto it, basically a tablet. What the fuck is what's the point if you don't have PlayStation Eternal, which is not even worth it. It's just PlayStation's just Game Pass, but don't already do what Xbox is already doing. And already on top of that, if you just had the basic, it's just a hunk of shit. The Steam Deck always wins out of that. Anywho, sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom and I had to pause the recording. However, I know I've been ranting about this PlayStation Portable remote player, basically just a PS5 controller that's slapped into a tablet and call it a fucking day. It doesn't really look that much advertising. And yes, it's just basically like how Nintendo Switch was. However, this is just me, and I know it's just me. Don't get it. According to my friend, that he has his more ears to the ground. They'll be reviving I think, if I remember correctly, it's PlayStation Vita or PlayStation Portable. I did own a PlayStation Vita at one time, but I just had to sell it just for money. If they're going to revive one of those two things and be like a 2.0, then you're more better off, and that'd be more healthy competition. And as far as I understand right now, I can only see like two companies going at to each other. It's going to be like what Nintendo did, it's not what Nintendo don't. What Sega did is not what Nintendo don't do. It's gonna be like Sega versus Nintendo all over again. Those, since the console wars up way before then. Because now you got Sony and you got Nintendo probably going compare to each other. That's just the way it is. I don't have much else to say here, although the only gripe I see from myself, because Michael did not put in like, oh hey, now PS5 digital or pro, and it says right here includes the standards of the PS5 digital edition and a PS5 Pro, but where's the prices there? I don't see them. But like I've been saying this countless times, I know I'm on repeat, just don't get this thing. Get a Steam Deck. If there is going to be a Steam Deck, at least time, and I believe from what I heard, it's be like right around the 18th, maybe the 12th at most, maybe earlier, because I know Christmas is coming around, and I know, cyber deals, I know everybody's going to probably want to get something for the kid, little Timmy, he wants a handheld, they're probably going to be looking through, which one, again, this is just my thoughts. If you've been waiting on the Steam Deck sale, again, not just the LCD, but also the OLED, at least be kind of nice if Steam actually does that. Go with the Steam Deck OLED, because I know a lot of people, even in the communities I've been around of, they've been preaching the Steam Deck OLED, and it's for a good reason. Although for myself, I wouldn't go for the 1 terabyte unless it's with you and your friend, or you and your sibling, or you and your loved one that's been looking into PC, and if you want the 1 terabyte, good for you. For me, I went with the 52 and then upgraded to the 2 terabyte. And if I need something that needs repair, if I can do it myself, I would. However, if I want to do like a screen replacement, I'll probably just go through iFixit and go to like a repair shop saying, hey, I just want to upgrade. I just have the parts of the anti-glare that's supposed to work with the Steam Deck, and you do it for me because I'm afraid to break it, or the case. And they probably will understand that. And I know probably most of the time now, if you go to a repair shop, they probably have people that's trained to replace something. Or even if you, that's just a perfect example, even if you have maybe a Joy-Con that needs it and you bought like the Hall of Fame Joy-Con, then guess what, you can go to a repair shop. They probably already do that for free. Well, not free, but they probably will charge you for like an hour depending on the things, and probably just like maybe like 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes at most. They can do it yourself, or if you know a friend that could do it, you can just give them like where the money, or if you're a little bit low, you can set up like where a deal if they want to do it for free, just for make it easier. There you go. There are other ways around the Steam Deck. I've been hyping this thing up, and I've been enjoying my Steam Deck, even though I have some fucking fits about it. Other than that, Steam Deck is a perfect investment for the long term, and SteamOS has been really pushing out a lot more stuff, because most unplayable, except for like at least most of the time it's online play. At the time, that can go up to at least into mostly to the platinum. Like, it's very playable. Now, you may have run into a little bit of game stuff that may happen, but we'll definitely see. But anyways, this is just my final thoughts here. If you really want to go ahead and get a PS5, go ahead, but my best recommendation is get a Steam Deck, because at least that way you don't have to have a fucking $500 or $400 damn tablet that just has the freaking controllers and that, and guess what, that's just wasted time. I will wait for at least the Steam frame, but if you really want to get to the PlayStation VR, go ahead, but I will wait for the Steam frame. DualSense edge wireless controller. That might be good if you're kind of looking for that, and this may be a perfect time to get to it. DualSense, same thing if you want to get 2 more, or if you already have one and you want to get another one, there you go. And accessories, controllers as well. But other than that, I think if you are just into the ecosystem, I think this might be good. But again, I would definitely say just go over to PC whenever you can. And if you want to start with the Steam Deck to jump into PC, there you go. Or wait for the Steam machine, and that will give you even more chance to get into PC. There you go too. However, I would definitely start with the Steam Deck and build yourself a PC. Like I said this countless of times, now I lost track. But anyways, this is Dragonborn, Dragon Sage signing out. As always, if you like the show, don't forget to burn that like button, hit the subscribe button to join the family. Dragonborn, like, comment, share, and ring that bell. Will help out a lot. As always, my Dragonborn, Dragon This is Dragonborn, Dragon Sage signing out. Have a good one. My Dragonborn, Dragon I like.